Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and please do leave us a 5-star review. It helps us more than you can imagine. Anyways, enjoy the podcast. Right, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Today we're doing an answering listener questions episode. You lot loved it last time, so we've got to do it all over again. We've got lots to go through, and I've got 10 already prepped, so thank you guys for sending in, and apologies if you sent something in and we're not played it, we'll use it next time. Just keep messaging in on Instagram and follow us on Instagram. So thank you everyone who participated, because there was a lot, and do you know what? It was quite a bit of an ego boost especially for I enjoyed it, and I'm telling you now, we are massive, by the way.
Massive.
We are huge.
Huge.
Okay, then let's start off. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
8. Oh, silly.
We'll go with 7 because it's right there. Okay, then.
Silly.
So this is from Zach Tominski. Great name.
Great name.
Really good name. Okay, then hopefully this isn't too loud, and hopefully you can all hear this. So.
Hi lads, Zach Tominski here, Tottenham
Oh,
fan.
I've done it again. I've just timed it. I've literally just.
I've checked. I've put my phone on silent. I've put it all on camera.
I've literally.
Evening, Joe.
So I've just pressed it again to make sure. I don't know why I just pressed it.
That's so funny.
I'm sorry. Let's try again. Send in from Zach.
Great name.
I'm going to keep that in, definitely. I've got
Hi lads, Zach Tominski here, Tottenham fan. My question is about the England national team, and mainly about the new manager, the upcoming manager, Thomas Tuchel. First of all, I know his appointment was a long time ago. But my question is, what's your opinions and thoughts on his appointment? And my other question is, what do you think we can see from him? And do you think we could go out and win a World Cup or Euros, something like that? Thanks.
Thank you, Zach.
Big up,
Apologies,
Zach.
I put it at 1.5. I can't believe I've done that. That's really annoyed me. Okay, then.
Yes.
Yeah. I was going to say it's a very short answer.
Yes.
Love it and yes.
Yes, great. He will do wonders. Yes.
He's the best man for the job. It's got to be an English manager is a load of rubbish, because no one said the same thing about Carsley, even though Carsley considers himself Irish.
Yeah. Cricket, rugby, exactly the same.
Yeah.
And have been for years.
Yeah. Don't talk about rugby.
I knew what you were going to say.
We've had Sven, we've had Capello. It's not the first time it's ever happened. Southgate didn't work. He brought us on, but that was it.
Yeah.
Southgate did for England what Arteta's done for Arsenal.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Wow.
Built a solid foundation, a great framework, but can't get you over the line.
And failed.
No needs a proper manager.
No needs a proper manager.
Yes.
And consider we're answering a Spurs fan's question.
He's gonna love
that. I didn't even think of that.
That was.
Find it a bit unusual that he wasn't in place when the appointment happened. He should have been in place.
Yeah. What a waste of 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would have been a case of the FA have sort of said, well, we've given it to Carsley for 3 camps, so we've got to keep it with Carsley. And because I really don't think Carsley would have had a problem with it, because I think
He didn't want to be there, did he?
No, he was at non-league when Champions League nights were on. I've literally seen him at a game. I was thinking, when Jude Bellingham and players are playing, like, what is he doing?
He's made it very clear he knows where his bread's buttered, and he's more than happy with being the under-21 gaffer, and I don't mind that.
And he's had success at that level. He knows what to get out of the players at that level, players coming through. Tuchel will now just take the best players with no sort of affinity to those who aren't really performing. He'll get your best players on the pitch in the positions that they should be playing, and as a result, we'll get the best out of them.
Yeah. I think he'll be ruthless. I like what Harry Kane said, like, not everyone's going to enjoy working with him. Well, good.
Yeah, that's what you want.
He's a winner. Yeah.
That was the problem with Southgate, wasn't it?
Yeah, Southgate's brought everyone back together. Enjoyment of playing for England again, brilliant. It's not won us anything. We've got close. Let's go on and push on with a proper manager, and if that means upsetting some people, then so be it.
Yeah, okay, beautiful. Thank you for that question, Zach. I like this start. This is good. England are winning the World Cup. That's a perfect start, isn't it? Like,
and if we don't win the World Cup with Tuchel at the helm, then we won't win the World Cup in our lifetimes.
No.
With this group of players and Tuchel at the helm,
Yeah.
Who's going to stop us?
I've actually got all goosebumps. Like, just thinking about this. Oh, yeah.
Tommy Tuchel, by my arm, mate.
God, I can already smell the stale beer.
Yeah, pouring all over your shirts. And
World Cup.
being in the curry house at 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yes.
World Cup 2026.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh, it needs to come round fast, doesn't it? I'm getting hungry now just thinking about it. Okay, the next
I'm
one.
getting a bit flustered actually. I feel really hot. Tuchel fever.
Okay, the next one is sent in by Jacob Caddick. And he sent in last time and I pronounced his name wrong, so I promised him he'd be back on. So there you go, Caddick.
Well
I said
done.
Cadwick last time, I didn't even notice.
Just
until it
making
went out.
names up.
I even put a clip out and tagged him in it.
Did you? Good.
So this
You've
is for
redeemed
you.
yourself.
This is who sent in Marcus Trashford as well. So
Oh, by the
fair
way,
that's
play.
incredible. So shout out to him.
Solid.
we've
from
loved
Cadbury.
that.
It's because he's sent the voice note. Make sure to get my name right this time. No words, just a photo of that. And I was like, that's
Yeah.
brilliant. I was like, that's so
That's,
good.
it's gone down a treat, hasn't it?
Really good. Okay.
Make sure you get my name right this time. Little bit shirty potentially.
Yeah,
Potentially a little bit of beef there, Sam.
Right. Okay.
Good
Then.
evening, gentlemen. How's it going? I hope you're all well. My question is actually a bit of a throwback, asking if you could put something in the loft from recent times. What would it be? I know you haven't done it for a while. It's been nice to know what recent things are happening that you'd put in the loft.
Get ready.
Whilst you think about it, I've got one. I would put in the loft TV coverages highlighting the set piece coach whilst the set pieces are going on. Just think why it's their job. Why do they need to be highlighted?
Just doing your job.
Love to hear yours. All the best.
Class.
Love that.
No,
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
It's annoying me because that would have been mine. So I've been really thinking about this. So I like the fact that as well, brought back the loft because people have been asking for that recently. So there you go. There's a little snippet of the loft for you.
Class.
You got any that you can think of off the top of your head?
Yes.
Ben White. Made himself available again, hasn't he, for selection since Tuchel's been announced. Shock. And we're talking about Tuchel being ruthless and whatever. Well, let's hope he's the first to feel his ruthlessness.
I feel like Matt's going to agree with that, yeah.
Oh, massively.
And
If
big
you could-
up Harry Kane for sort of half calling him out.
Yeah.
He didn't, but he sort of did.
He did enough though, didn't he?
Did enough.
Well, he didn't like the
Just
fact
enough.
of, what was it, 8 players in the end? Some of them with injuries, others with injuries that they've come up with and said they've got injuries after playing the most recent sort of club games.
Completely fine.
The barbers get busy around this time of year, they don't. I think a couple of them
Christmas
had
running.
haircuts. Yeah.
No, yeah. Club Christmas do's coming up and all that stuff.
I think Grealish had a shape up.
Yeah.
Has anyone got any others you can think of off the top of your head?
Goalkeepers going down injured to let teams go and have tactic breaks, and
Oh, that's a good shout.
they do it so much now.
Disagree. The referees for not nipping it in the bud.
But they can't, can they? It's the rule. The keeper doesn't have to go off. They know exactly what they're doing.
Disgusting.
Yeah, but the referee doesn't stop the tactics break. Like the minute that the keeper, they can, okay, if they want to have a drink, 10 seconds drink. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all they should allow. They should bring a rule in that says if you want to have a drink, fine, while the keeper's down 10 seconds, but you've all got to get back in your positions.
I reckon you just have to play rushy.
It's cheating. I agree.
Switch it up.
Gaffer goes in goal.
Yeah.
One designated rushy keeper in each team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Soon stop keepers going down, won't it?
Matt, have you got one, or should we move on to the next question if you haven't? And we can come back to it later in the episode if one comes to you.
Yeah, nothing off the top of my head. Nothing that we can air anyway.
You just love ball, don't you?
Nothing that we can air. Okay,
Nothing that we can air.
okay then. We will whack in the next one
I
then.
do just love ball.
Love ball.
Just love ball.
Ball is life.
Okay then. This one was sent in by Tom Lofthouse.
I think on that last one, I think Mike would have said Peter Drury.
Oh, he's had enough, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's had enough.
He said it.
Big
He
Pete for a
said
while.
it for a while though, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
been a big pusher.
Yeah,
that,
doesn't
hasn't he?
like him, does he?
No, that novelty wore off very quickly, didn't it?
It's because he celebrates goals against Arsenal, doesn't he?
Okay, then this one was sent in by Tom. Here we go.
All right, lads. Love the podcast.
Thank you, Tom.
Big listener.
Yes, Tom.
As he's just turned 50 this weekend, do you think Paul Scholes is actually becoming a better footballer now he has retired. Because when he played,
he comes with
he
stats.
never won Man United Player of the Year. Only 2 PFA Team of the Year appearances compared to like Gerrard, who had 8. And never won PFA Player of the Year, and that is voted by fellow professionals. Ryan Giggs started in 2 Champions League finals in centre mid over Paul Scholes against Barcelona. Gabriel Heinz won Man United Player of the Year over him. I'm just thinking he got better when Man United declined, and I'm not having it. I'm not having that he's better than Steven Gerrard or Frank Lampard. Cheers.
Oh, it's sort of curveball right to the end.
I love it. Just threw Lampard in.
Rolled it in, yeah.
And then he said, I hope this works. I hope a few debates get going. Loads of laughing faces.
Oh.
Wow. I know, he came with stats, because I originally was like, oh, that's an interesting thought. And then he just keeps going. Incredible.
Who would you have? McTominay or Scholes?
Scholes.
Scott, why did you hesitate? Why did you
You had to
hesitate?
confirm.
There's no
because I thought-
hesitation.
no, but I just thought if somebody takes that out of context, if I haven't answered.
It's quite. See, I've got quite a sentimental spot for Paul Scholes.
Because he's your dad.
No. when the Champions League used to be on ITV and it was the school holidays and I'd stay around my nan and granddad's, my granddad, bless him, it would be the one day a week that he'd cook dinner. We'd watch Emmerdale, he loved Emmerdale, and then we'd go up and watch the football.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 it was a Man United game, and it didn't matter who they were playing against. Barca with Ronaldinho and these massive names, AC Milan, didn't matter. Who do you think's going to win? He says, well, the best team on the night will win. Yep, okay. Well,
Cheers, Michael Owen.
yeah. I says, yeah, but obviously, who's your favourite player? And he would always say, Paul Scholes. He said, just watch everything that Scholes does and watch how United play when he is basically dictating it.
Yeah.
Just watch how they move the ball forward, move together as a unit. And it's all, looking back on it now, it's only something that I think we can understand and appreciate now we're older. The fact that he could dictate a game. And when you look at the players like Rodri, how important he is for City, players like that, I think Scholes was probably that for United, so it's only become so apparent because of their decline, as he said, and how much of a focal point he was.
I think he's held in high regard now because there's less people in his position doing what he did. That players don't play centre mid and spray 60-yard balls willy-nilly now, do they?
But there weren't many who could do it like he could either.
No, exactly. So that's why I think he's probably thought higher of now than he was at the time, because he realised how good he probably was.
But I think I agree with that. What was just said then, because that's the comparison.
Yeah,
he's now being compared. He was being compared to your Gerrards and Lampards,
yes. Yeah,
who probably were better. But now he's being compared to Bruno Fernandes, McTominay.
Yeah,
just to name a couple off the top of my head.
Fred.
Fred in recent years, exactly.
Fred, I'd forgotten that. It's been a while since he's been mentioned, actually.
So ultimately, yeah, Scholes is the best player in the world compared to those midfielders at Man United. It's not Man United in the sense that it used to be, the way we always talk about. So yeah, that's why I agree, really. Scholes has got better since he retired.
Which is mad, isn't it?
Not even since he retired, just for the last sort of 10 years maybe.
Yeah.
I do think the comparison, though, the way we break down footballers these days, I think you've got 3 different types of midfielders there. So it's almost an unfair comparison.
I know what you mean. Yes.
Lampard, he dropped a little bit deeper and had that ability, fair enough, but traditionally was you'd always see him arriving in the box, scoring goals, things like that. That was never Scholes' game. Gerrard was very box to box, could drag a team forward, driving with the ball. Scholes never really did that. So 3 different types of midfielders now.
Yeah, Scholes was an exciting player in an exciting team, wasn't he? Football's not exciting anymore. So he'd just be the best. Right now, he'd be the best player. In an unexciting team.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. This is good. This is. Do you know what? I'm glad we've enjoyed, because I was really worried. I thought I thought I got the point, but I was hoping it would come across well. And I listened to it back again there. I'm glad he's put all the points forward.
Yeah, it's class.
A few little real digs in there as well, which I absolutely loved.
And I was going to back him up by saying, okay, if you don't win Player of the Year in that Man United team, fair enough. But then he slipped in the Gabriel Heinze.
He backed himself
and it's
so
a fair
well.
argument.
It's a great argument, but I will always have a sentimental soft spot for Paul Scholes.
Yeah. No, I like
And
that.
he's a lovely bloke. I met him at Manchester Airport once.
Because he's your dad.
Delightful fella.
Where were you going on your family holiday with him?
Funnily enough, we were both going to the same place.
Is he a front of the queuer or a back of the queuer? Because there's two types of people in this world. Come on, let's go and sit on the plane for an hour and a half. Or let's not.
Okay, the next question. This next one was sent in by Josh Barrett. Thank you, Josh.
Which team do you think was the most underrated Barclays Premier League team? Sort of like, like you have the Wigan when they won the FA Cup and then got relegated in the same season. I'd love to know. Have a good one, lads.
Great question.
It's a top question.
That's a great question, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Sam Allardyce's Bolton.
Oh, that's a shout.
Okay.
European football, never really spoken about massively, not until you get really deep into these sort of nostalgic conversations. But the players that he had there as well, Campo,
The Avengers assembled, yeah.
Giannakopoulos, Yuri Djorkaeff.
You're a joke, yeah.
He was talking about when he signed JJ Okocha. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and he said that he met him, and he met him in Charles de Gaulle Airport, and he thought there was no chance he was ever going to sign for him. Met him, said, "Yeah, I'll sign for you," and he was sort of like, "Well, okay, I don't really want to let you out my sight. Like, let's get on the plane." He says, "No, leave me alone for tonight. I'll drive tomorrow." So he drove from Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris to Bolton. Yeah. And that's just when he was like, that's when you just knew.
Yeah,
you just
class.
knew he was going to do it.
That was unreal.
Yaskalainen.
Yeah, Gascaloni. I think Blackburn always come in it for me.
David Dunn.
David Dunn, David Bentley, two guy,
Rocky Santa
Cruz. You had Benny McCarthy, Yakubu. Like over the years.
Samba.
Yeah.
And Pedersen as well, yeah.
What was the centre half? Ryan Nelson? That
Ryan
big
Nelson, the New Zealand.
Yeah, big New Zealand chap. Chris Samba, Paul Robinson,
Stephen Warnock.
Ryan Nelson was never a footballer in a million years, was he?
No.
He was a rugby player.
He was a bouncer.
He didn't kick it, try really hard. Yeah.
He was a bouncer. He was a shuffler. Roy Hodgson's Fulham team that got to the UEFA Cup final.
UEFA Cup final.
Jonathan Greening, Sultan Kira. I don't know what you were going with these legends. It's not by accident, is it?
And he made Zamora so good.
Yeah.
I take you talking
Unplayable.
big brutes there as well. Breda Hangeland.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Aaron Hughes and his mate. What was his?
Breda Hangeland
Chris Baird.
walked so that Tim Reeve could run.
Oh, that was a good question.
Yeah, top question.
That came in
so
I was like,
warm and fuzzy
I
now.
literally was thinking that's exactly what's going to happen.
When football was football.
And Jimmy Bullard in that team as well.
Yes.
Knocking around the big lads.
The Wigan shout is a good shout.
The vibes.
From him there.
And Zogby over the Aga.
Yeah, you've got vibes there.
I'd have potentially said Wigan if he hadn't have said Wigan, to be fair.
Yeah.
Victor Moses and all that.
Yeah.
Emerson
class.
Boyce.
Oh, class.
Figueroa, there's loads. You can go through the whole.
Tony Valencia.
Oh, yeah.
Lee
I forgot that.
Lee McCulloch.
Well, and the goal scorer in the final, Ben Watson.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Fantastic.
We'll go
legend again.
Do you remember the thing we put in the chat the other day? You know, you just sit there naming players, but everyone's buzzing.
We could just do a whole episode on that, I think.
Yeah, literally. That's what that games night episode really is. It's just so we can just name
footballers. Best thing ever.
And they're never correct either, are they? We just, go on then. Yep.
Okay, the next one sent in by George.
Hi boys, George in Guernsey. Quick question for you. Which team in the Championship do you think would survive in the current Premier League?
None.
Yeah, fair.
Got international Guernsey.
He also
We have gone international?
he actually so how he's got in contact. He actually he's the admin for Guernsey FC.
Oh, mate.
Up the Guernsey.
Up the Guernsey.
Away day.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Few points.
I'd
get all over that.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, well, we
could actually, yeah,
we could
George.
discuss-
Actually, George, we need to get
George,
we need to talk to you. Actually, yeah.
we need to have a conversation,
Why
George.
have, George said out loud. I've never even thought that, and I've spoken to him loads today.
George, are you at home on Boxing Day?
Oh, wow!
What's the lager in Guernsey, George?
We're all thinking of a pun now, aren't we? I can't think of one. No. What was the question as well? No. Oh yeah, none. I completely agree. There's no one.
No.
Even as a biased Albion fan, we go up, we come straight back down again.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
there isn't anyone. I watched the Steel City derby the other week. Oh my word, it was awful.
I don't think I've watched a game between them two over the past 3 or 4 sort of, times they've played each other, and it's been anywhere remotely close to interesting.
Oh, the lack of quality.
You watched the Steel City derby while the mighty Albion were taking the Tigers apart.
Oh, did you?
While the Albion were mauling the Tigers.
Shocking.
Yeah, pull from me.
But
me and my dad we were at
West Brom 0, Burnley 0, a couple of Thursdays ago.
and we sort of turned to each other and said, it's no wonder that no one in the Championship pulls away from each other. There's no wonder there's so many draws. I think me and the chap at work next to me were going through the table probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and 4 teams in the top 6 had 5 draws after about 11 12 games.
It's because everyone's scared of losing, isn't it?
Because everyone plays exactly the same way, and that everyone not scared of losing, scared of losing.
I was thinking what you were trying to say.
Sorry,
There was a glitch then.
There was like a bubble then. There was a thought bubble.
Yeah,
You've gone.
they're trying.
that's what I meant.
Not particularly playing for a draw, just playing to not lose.
Yeah. Gone are the days where you'd turn around and say you'd rather lose 2-0 going for the win than
Drawing nil.
playing for the draw or playing it safe. I think was what you were trying to get at, weren't it?
Well,
in a sense,
it's what fans want to say. Like everyone plays the same way. Centre halves taking goal kicks, slow passes. I understand the idea, but it doesn't work when everyone's doing the same thing. Everyone just cancels each other out in that league. And like Burnley were there for the taking, we could have beat them, but we were there for the taking if they'd have gone for if they'd have wanted to beat us, and it could have been 5-5. But it wasn't. It was 0-0, and it was always going to be. It was. It's not great. And if any of those teams get up, they'll come straight back down.
100%. And I was saying this.
I haven't watched much of Sunderland, to be fair, and Sunderland are in really good form, and I haven't watched much of them, so maybe I'm talking out of turn against
They're the
Sunderland.
only team that actually go for it. They look really defensively,
but I don't
really
think they'd
weak.
survive either.
But I was going to say, but that is exactly though. On the other hand, why they wouldn't survive in the Premier
Yeah,
League because they
imagine.
can't carry on playing the way they are. But
You see no crossfield balls, you see no midfield battles. All the midfielder does now is either bounce it back to the centre half or bounce it out to the right back. That's all the central midfielder does. And we've got our number 10 who comes and has the ball off the centre halves, and he's looking for a forward pass to a number 10 that's not there because he's in between the centre half.
yeah. And we say it every year, I think the Championship is getting even more caco to the point where there is literally every year it gets closer and closer. Have you seen how tight it is now?
Yeah,
The
it's
table?
It is, we're all battling to be king of Caxville.
Yeah, literally.
But this is why teams like Forest this year have had so much joy, is because they've started to they've almost gone old school. They've got
Big
attacking
striker.
wingers, fair enough, but generally speaking, the primary focus is get the ball wide, lump it into the big man in the box. Next thing you know, they're sitting top 4.
Yeah, it was
Because they've had a great start to the year, because nobody knows how to defend against that now, because they are so used to the wingers bouncing the balls back to the fullback, back to the centre half.
I don't think
everybody
it is-
playing
in front.
In front.
Yeah.
I don't think it is that way as much in the Premier League, because I think there is quality in the Premier League. There's a lot of quality players who can turn a game.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Championship, everyone plays the same way with very similar quality players.
Yeah.
Like no real top quality players whatsoever who can really make a difference in a game.
I don't think we'll ever see the same outcome of a season where, like Reading knocking up 100 points. They went for everybody that year, didn't care who you were, didn't care whether they were home or away, Tuesday night, Saturday, sunny, cold, they were going for you. And as a result, they ran away with the league and notched up over 100 points and broke records. I don't think we'll ever see that again.
Well, I think we Burnley did, and they came up and they were rubbish.
They were
weren't they?
terrible,
It's just the gap. Like, there's no one in the Championship going to come anywhere near staying up for a long time. I don't think.
It's because of everything that goes on with the finances and things.
Yeah, it's mad. It's killed it.
The parachute payments, they've changed the breakdown of those as well, haven't they? And FFP rulings not being the same in the Premier League as it is in the EFL. We saw Leicester get points deductions, Sheffield United get points deductions when they came down, where they hadn't broken any Premier League ruling, but they'd broken an EFL ruling, and it's like, how does that make sense?
The longer time goes on, the more I start to turn towards the fact of maybe the Super League happening would have been the best thing for it, because at least you are completely separating the elite,
They've got all the money.
and then all of a sudden you can, but it will then rebalance itself.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because now we're essentially getting to that point anyway. Teams that come up can't stay up, and that's not just Championship to Premier League. That's League One and League Two coming up. They either struggle to stay up and have a final day of the season, massive one like Plymouth did last year, or you're watching the same three teams come up, go down, because everything's set.
Yeah.
Barnsley will be back. Rotherham will be back.
It's the same teams every
It is.
time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Bristol will still finished 12th. Have you seen that? Have you seen the breakdown of that?
Yeah.
It's amazing that of like last 15 years, and it's like been. I think they've moved like 2 or 3 times in this like these 3 spots. It's so good. Okay, you saying though about the Steel City derby, the one thing I absolutely loved was seeing Chris Wilder at the Boozer.
In the Boozer, yeah.
I thought that was brilliant. That was the best part about it.
Yes.
I watched the highlights, they were very disappointed, and then I saw that on Twitter and I was
rubbish,
like, that
yeah.
made it all better.
Yes.
That was the highlight.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, literally.
Absolutely was.
Okay, then.
No one even remembers the goal. They just remember Chris Wilder standing on a table. Landlord fuming, by the way.
Okay, then. This next one is sent in by Jack. Okay, let me make sure I've got the right one. There we go. I'll tell you who they support after, because they've given an answer and they've written it to their own question. So just whilst we're thinking, but I like this question.
Hey guys, Jack here from Australia. I love the podcast.
Hello.
My question to you is, if you could change any 2 past results from any matches at all, what would they be and why?
So I'll give you the answer he's given, just whilst you're thinking. He's put, as a huge Rangers and Arsenal fan, responding to my own question, my answer would be the 2006 Champions League final and the 2022 Europa League final.
Sorry, Rangers and Arsenal?
Yep.
That's not allowed.
Yeah.
It's got a nice voice though.
Yeah.
Does he do any like ASMR?
Yeah.
We could do with a sleep story from him. Ask him if he's got any sleep stories in it.
Yes.
I could ask him.
Because I'd be all over that.
Should I ask him? Do you want to ask him live on the pod? Do you want me to? You ask him? No. We can send him a voice note, couldn't we?
We could.
Yeah, go on.
Hi, Jack. Hope you're well.
Good day, Jack.
Yeah, good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
I was going to say, I don't know what time it would be now, but we're live recording the podcast. We've just got one quick question back to you. I'm going to quickly hand the phone over to Jake.
Would you record us an ASMR sleep story?
Because you got a lovely voice, apparently.
Because you got a lovely voice.
Cheers, mate.
Bonza.
Hooroo.
I'd love to know now. I'm trying to think about the timing. Would he be...
Jackie? Jack out?
It'll be like
He might have heard the pod before.
7 in the morning.
Oh, what a brilliant voice note to wake up
Breakfast.
Okay, then. What's your answer as well?
2010 Carling Cup final against Man United. Is there any 2 results or one result?
Two results.
And England, Spain. The summer just gone.
The Albion playoff final against Derby.
Yep. Literally, the ticket's right behind you. My junior ticket is right behind your head. So as you were talking, and it's still on the wall.
The Albion
Still
playoff
upset.
final against Derby
Still
at
crying.
Wembley. And seeing as you've took England, Spain, I'll go England, Italy.
Oh,
Yes.
I'd forgotten about
I'd forgotten about that as well.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, another final. Sorry, I'd forgotten about that.
FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against Portsmouth.
The ticket's here somewhere. It's somewhere on the wall.
Milan Barros.
Milan Barros.
Villa legend.
Handball.
Blatant handball.
Villa legend.
He's on this wall somewhere. Both tickets are up there. I can find that in a bit, but yeah. I'd say that in the Derby game, yeah.
As well as changing the result of the Carling Cup final, can I also request that Vidic actually gets sent off? Not that I'm bitter.
I was going to say, yeah, you're
Cheers, Phil Down.
Are there
It's
any...
a great challenge.
Whatever. For a rugby player, yeah.
trying to think of any other games off the top of my
My
head.
other one be?
My other one would probably be the playoff final, but as you've said that,
Villa away in the quarter final of the FA Cup.
when Browner dies, put it over. From
Oh, the
a yard
noise! The noise! 6,000 Albion fans the other end of the ground. Yeah! What a day that
I
was.
don't like the way you're smiling. That
Oh.
would be toxic and just change the result.
That's top 5 days at the Villa, that is for me. Unbelievable.
Any other you can think of?
You've only been to 5 or 6 games.
I can't think of any other real big ones off the top of my head. I don't want to give people the answers that they want. That's what I'm trying to think of.
I wouldn't give them one they want. I'd want to change the score of Blues Arsenal in that Carling Cup final.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Stop
the
that ever
slap
happening.
on the head, yeah. No, but that's fine. You can say I don't want to give them what they want.
Go on, just give the people what they want.
The most recent Wolves West Brom game in the cup. My DMs were a horrible place. I'd have loved if we could have just won that game. None of this, and it would have been fine because I still get that gift sent to me, like all the time. And I hate
Lots
it.
of finger twirling.
Yeah, there you go.
Here a result that I categorically would not change. 5-5 Albion Man United.
I'd prefer 6-5 maybe to the Albion.
Yeah.
I just thought the whole
Oh, it was a brilliant day.
everything about it, like the whole day. And
Did you draw a 5-5 Man United? No one's ever mentioned it.
Ooh. As you say always, for Lukaku's testimonial.
Yes.
Yeah, great. I love that every time. I've used that joke so many times. Okay, then.
Lukaku's farewell.
Class.
It's a good question. I like that. Okay, then. The next one then, sent in by Huey.
Huey.
And he's a big fan of you. Big Newcastle fan, by the way.
Oh, yeah! Come on, the Mags!
And I'll tell you the answer he's given straight away after.
Okay.
Hello, boys. My question for you is, who do you think are the top 5 best players in Premier League history to never play for a Big Six team? As a fan of a non-Big Six team, I'm really, really hoping that certain names are mentioned. So I'd love to hear your opinion on this one.
Shoulder at me, Obi.
So I asked him who he support, and then I said, "Is it Newcastle?" And then he said, "Yeah." So I hope Paul Dummett better be on this list.
Super Paul.
So I was going through the way I've done it is I was thinking of like the bigger teams because I was really struggled earlier. I was thinking what are the teams just outside the Big Six I could think of. I had Payet straight come to mind. Payet straight away.
Yeah.
That's one, but he didn't.
Any pomp.
Shearer.
Shearer's got to be number 1.
Think of him.
Shearer.
Yeah.
By far and
I
away.
thought you were taking the mick. I thought you was going to ignore it.
No, I did ignore it. I didn't even think about it.
yeah,
I've had this question.
Shearer's got to be number 1.
Shearer's clear.
Chris Brunt.
There we go.
That's a big. I'm trying to think of any bit.
Never play for a top 6 side.
Would you put Vardy in there then?
Yeah, I was thinking Vardy.
Vardy's probably a good shout.
Chris Wood.
I don't mind it.
Not best ever.
People got really offended by our bottom
Best
half.
ever bottom 6.
Well,
Maybe.
not according to the comments. I'll read you some of the names that people have thrown in for our best bottom half. The
Oh, okay, I
strike.
look forward
People
to
were
that.
not happy with that clip. DMs weren't a nice place.
Who else not play for a top 6 side that could be with a shout?
I'm trying to think of we should be going through the teams really. Ish, thinking about
Everton. Like you thinking the likes of Tim Cahill for Everton, but I don't think he was quite. He was there stalwart.
Yeah, and he wasn't
but
that
I don't
good, was
think
he?
he was.
Leon Osman.
Leon Osman, Stephen Peter.
It's a tough
Have you got
one.
any Villa players that you think?
They all moved on, didn't they? They all got City bought them all.
Yeah, because that's all I keep doing. I keep thinking of a player. I go, oh,
Milner, Grealish.
Let's go Mahrez. I was like, oh, but he played for
He's
City for
quite
quite a while.
Yeah.
Quite well. Say it's a current one, really, but he should have moved a while ago. Eze.
Don't mind. Yeah, you got Lisa and players like that. Yeah.
Jermaine Defoe, people like that. Maybe.
for
Well, they're not top six, though, are they? Get
They are
away from it.
considered
I'm not
as-
having this.
Oh, it's because you want to be inducted.
Don't give me
into it,
that
isn't it?
rubbish.
That's why.
Di Canio?
Good shout.
Yeah.
Good shout. Are you googling?
Bit of inspo.
No, I'm just looking at the.
I was going to
Just
say
looking at the table.
because can you read some like the teams because my brain's gone to absolute mush.
Well, teams that aren't in the big six. So Forest and
Brighton aren't going to have any players like
Pascal
that.
Gross.
Silly.
Fulham, Newcastle, Villa. Tottenham are 10th.
Hello, Zach.
Brentford, Bournemouth. God, the Premier League is so bad. West Ham, Leicester, Everton, Ipswich, Palace, and Southampton.
Okay, so I think we're saying then. I think Vardy's got to be there now. Thinking about these teams.
Yeah.
Vardy's in there, but I don't know where. Shearer's top.
Yeah,
Clear.
I don't. Let's just not even do an all. Let's just come up with 5 then.
Laurent Robert.
Oh.
I think you could do a top 5 with Newcastle.
I think you
players, to be
probably
honest.
could. Oh, Lauren Robert, you've made me go all funny.
I was going to say the reaction you just gave them.
What a
really
player.
uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Ginola?
Contact then.
Is that allowed?
Play for
Played
Spurs.
didn't
Yeah,
they?
Spurs. I was going to say
You aren't top 6 club, but
you got to keep getting in there.
Well, he played for Villa as well, so if your logic...
Oh yeah.
I've never said that we should. But just saying.
You've got the nibble there. That's all you needed. Never said it anyway.
Never said it. Didn't even imply it.
Okay, then surely then we've named nearly 5 there. Have we got 5 there? Surely.
Kevin Phillips.
Matt Letitia. But I don't know if I'm happy with the list. But
No, it's hard.
Really missing.
Because
I
all
feel
the
like
decent ones have ended up going to like Shearer should have and could have gone to Man United, couldn't he?
But he did.
But he did. so he's top 5.
Pick any one of them Bolton team we was on about earlier. Hierro, Campo,
JJ Kocher.
Oh yeah, JJ Kocher then.
Kocher.
So then we're going. Okay, Shearer. This is no order, by the way. Shearer, JJ Kocher. We said Vardy.
Yeah, Vardy.
I
Definitely
think just for the
Vardy.
achievement.
Yeah.
In its,
Any goalkeepers?
no, we don't. Can't put a goalkeeper in the
I
top
know.
5.
I'm struggling.
Top 5 footballers.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. Silly me.
Come on. And Di Canio?
And Di
Di Canio, yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy with
Oh,
that
that's a
list.
decent
I
list.
think, yeah.
Oh, Mark Noble.
Not notable on that list. On that list, I was about to say.
Why?
Should have gone years back.
I don't know what to say to that. To who?
Kevin Nolan?
Niall Ranger.
Kevin Davis?
Martin Larson.
Ooh, Kevin Davis ain't a bad shout. Prolific.
Was he?
We need to move on. now.
Prolifically cack, yeah.
So we're going to offend a lot of people. Now. We're just,
England international you're talking about?
okay, then.
Cap or no cap?
This next one, he's also said because he says it's for me, but it's also for everyone. By the way, this next one was sent in by Kieran underscore K-Dog. I like that.
K-Dog.
K-Dog.
I like this. I like this.
Sam, mate, this question is for you. You do a lot of non-league football, don't you? So like you go to like a lot of non-league matches. I want you to tell me like what are the best teams that you've been to in non-league, and are there any teams that you like to visit? And also tell me about like just not. Tell me about like how does this interest starting, etc. So please tell me about that.
Okay, then.
Love it,
So,
K-Dog.
I think the
Thank
interest
you.
started because you had no mates.
No, the interest actually started, but it sounds going to sound really weird. I was filming a game for my brother. He just signed for a new team, so I was getting some clips to show him the standard of it, and I thought it looked hilarious on camera. And I put it together, and it went out, and it did quite well. I thought, oh, I
Class.
could carry this on. Yeah, I was filming Pershaw when he just signed for them.
Mad. And the
Just
rest
send
is history.
Exactly. It was a free game, free entry. So me and my dad went, and we were absolutely howling watching one of the clips back. I was like,
Would you say you're your brother's agent?
At the top, well, he was just on holiday, so me and my dad were bored. I think really, we were both bored on a Thursday night. They'd got a friendly, so that's where it came about. That and COVID, you could only go to non-league. So
Yeah.
That's why it really started.
You timed it right, getting into it and filming it really.
I was going to
didn't
say,
you?
yeah, I think I'd been to like 2 or 3 games, and then I filmed the one for Tom. But then actual non-league games, I want to go to Lewis FC.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to go
Have
down
you seen
there.
that on Twitter?
Yeah. I've been there. Like,
I
Have
want
you?
to go down there as well, please.
please, I want to come too.
But for the non-league ground, have you seen all the stuff where they've gone viral recently? So
Yeah,
they've got like
a shed.
Yeah, they've got like sheds all down the side of the. Like they built them into the hill, so you're looking on the one side of the pitch, and you book them before, and they're not expensive. Food gets brought to you at half time, and your pints are brought to you in the
it's
shed.
the hospitality.
So you
innit?
get little hospitality, but they're little beach huts basically, looking onto the pitch. They look incredible.
It looks class.
It looks so good.
Mm.
But yeah, I thought we've got to do that 'cause I feel like that'd be quite a good laugh.
Yeah, definitely.
And I saw the people. I think Footy Scran did a tweet about it, and the
Yeah.
food looked incredible. Somebody had like steak and chips at half time, and I was like, wow.
Did you see that Gilberto Silva and Roberto Carlos and Jens Lehmann played there either this week
It
or
was this week.
Was it?
I think it was yesterday. It was like
Mad.
Yeah, out of nowhere. I didn't even know the game was going on. I saw he scored a free kick.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I just saw them walking out. Like, what?
Yeah, because Roberto Carlos got himself subbed off after 10 minutes. I saw that because he does it at every charity game because he says like he's the one who the game's for, but he hasn't got the fitness. So he only plays 10 minutes and gets subbed off. It's
Class.
pre-planned. I saw somebody like that Pete Bock, who I did a video with previously, put a video up going, I got asked if I was all right to not start and come on after 10 minutes and swap places for Roberto Carlos.
What the hell?
Stupid question. Like,
I'd have been throwing my toys at the prom.
he just said, so he's got the photo of them high-fiving each other coming on. He's like, that was just the
Oh,
yeah,
life, mate.
Yes.
Yeah.
He put he got a GoPro like chest strap on just so he could do that. I was like, incredible. I'd be doing the same. I'd milk the hell out of it.
Unreal.
But yeah, I want to go there.
Yes.
Do you know any others off the top of your head that you've seen go viral? Can you think of any? That one, I've picked a big one there because
They've been knocking around YouTube for ages. They always pop up, but now they've started a Saturday. They've got a non-league team.
Oh,
now.
you're on about the guy who played in golf on Soccer AM?
Yeah, SC Dons.
SC Dons, yeah, they're now a non-league team, aren't they?
Yeah,
Mad.
But
Yeah,
because of their content background, I thought that may appeal to
That'd be quite interesting to be
someone
fair.
like yourself.
Well, yeah, because I saw that they've had to actually they're paying all their players and things now. They've gone from making some
Mad.
they're still making money on the videos and stuff.
Class.
Because they haven't got a ground or anything. They're having to start at the bottom. I thought it was quite
Yeah.
because the non-league.
Sponsored by like German doner kebab and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's class. Their kits are unreal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they played.
Love that.
The non-league scene down in London is mental. Like the amount of leagues.
Yeah.
I've not even gone near it because I feel like if I go in,
It's a
literally
rabbit
hundreds
jungle,
of
yeah.
clubs. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. But no, I like that. It's a good shout. But yeah, Lewis FC, we should definitely do that. That would be a good laugh. Or even Guernsey.
I mean,
I can't believe I've never thought about that. With
Come on.
I feel really bad now.
come on, Sam.
I'm
put
going to
your
send a
finger
voice
out
note
here.
at the end of this. Don't worry about that. Okay,
I
then.
always feel like the FA Cup's quite good for advertising some non-league
Some
teams
rogue
as well.
non-league.
Yeah.
When you look at like Kettering now, they've got Gary Hooper, Noel Ranger.
It's mad, isn't it?
There's a third one as well.
Oh, I don't know the third one. I just know those two.
Yeah, they're the two I know. Every time someone says Kettering, I just keep thinking of that song that James Acaster does. Unity. Kettering Town, FC.
It's about I knew exactly what about. I even did the lay like that. It's so good.
Oh, kills me every time.
Because you're his brother.
Lazy.
They've got a really good setup. They have.
Have they?
Yeah, really good.
Well, they were a big club, they were, Kettering, weren't they?
They got some really good numbers. They do.
Did DJ Campbell play for him? DJ.
Rewind.
DJ.
He also asked who is your favourite to go to?
I always say that, watch it, Town, but I need to come up with a new one. I did say, actually, Bewdley recently. I love Bewdley's ground. I think it's so picturesque.
Beautiful.
And it's quite funny watching the amount of balls they lose.
Oh, where we've played a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Stunning.
That pitch and that stand is like one of the oldest wooden. I think it's the oldest wooden stand in the UK that's still in use.
Class.
It's not really in use. There's like barriers up everywhere.
Do not use.
Do not use. But it's one of the
Danger of
oldest.
death.
Yeah. And the amount of times I've tried to go and it's been called off is why I also kind of love it, because I kind of got really like the hype just kept building. I kept going, I'm gonna go, and then it just kept getting called off. And the guy with the net. If anyone goes, speak to the guy. There's a guy at half time. He's like a child catcher net. You know what I'm on about. You know the
No.
you've seen the film
Absolutely
Chitty
not.
Bang Bang, Chitty Bang Bang. You know, with the big
Yes.
child catcher net. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. That's staying in. That's staying in.
You're getting cancelled.
No.
Guys, the child catching it.
You know.
I realised as soon as I said it, I was thinking,
Oh,
what's
your
the
heart
film?
sank.
Because I couldn't remember the film either.
Oh, you know, you know.
And he goes and fishes out all the balls at half time from the river, and that's just brilliant in itself. What
Class.
a job! This one is a bit of a longer one, but we'll sit in for story time.
Don't mind a
And
longer one.
he's
Get
local.
comfy. Local. Come on then.
Local.
Hi lads, it's Liam from New All Kit Collection. Thanks for letting us be a part of the podcast. So, seeing as you're all local lads to myself, and I've seen a few Albion and Wolf shirts on your previous podcasts, and we're all mad for football kits and football in general, my question to you guys is, or my request to you guys is, would you mind sharing with the rest of us what your favourite kit is that belongs to your biggest rivals? In the interest of fairness, I can go first. For me as a Wolves fan, for as long as I can remember, 30 plus years, nearly 40 years, the Albion barcode kits of the early 90s are really cool kits. My stepdad was an Albion fan. I don't know if that was a last dig from my mum and my dad in the divorce. But all of a sudden we had Albion kits in the house, and the fact that there was 3 of them blew my mind. Not many teams had 3 kits at that time. But certainly the yellow and red ones and the yellow and green ones and the second and third kits I just thought were amazing. Never shared that as a child, but as my interest in football shirts has developed into my adult years, you've got to acknowledge a quality kit when you see one. And for me, the Albion early 90s barcode kits is probably a guilty pleasure. I'd never buy it. I avoid stripes at all costs. But it's a classic kit. So yeah, lads, your biggest rivals, best kit, please. Thanks.
Oh, I love the way though he's added in. Then it's the way he's gone. I avoid stripes just to make it clear. Just to, anyone thought it.
I love that.
I love
That's
that,
class.
That comment about the divorce got me. It's so good.
Class.
He's a closet Albion fan, isn't he?
Liam, are you?
From that little story.
Yeah, Liam, are you? You got to tell us.
It's Doritos, isn't it?
Oh, you stole it.
It's Doritos.
Long sleeve.
Kenny Miller.
I'm gonna have to get on the kit archive now and have a little look. See if I can think of anything off the top of my head.
Paul Ince, Kenny Miller, Matt Murray.
Who was it who didn't know who Matt Murray was though?
Get lost.
Somebody on this podcast.
Somebody on the pod
Who was it?
Oh yeah, wasn't it Mike?
It was Mike. Yeah, Mike didn't know who Matt Murray was. Sorry, you've just said that.
Yeah, because you called it in one of the games. He said Matt Murray, and Mike went, "That's not a real player."
And we were all just like
Laughing at him.
Oh, funny.
I've just realised the one I'm thinking straight away as well. The
think-
Goodyear sponsors.
Yeah, Goodyear's pretty
So
iconic.
it's a good sponsor.
Um,
I don't
I have-
enjoy doing this.
I'm gonna go classic.
I have just looked into some historic Wolves kits, and he's saying that he avoids stripes at any time.
Oh,
But
Liam.
Wolverhampton Wanderers actually started out in blue and white stripes.
No, get off it.
Yep.
Are you on Kit Archive?
Yep.
Then that's truth. Then I was going to say that website is the best
Come
website
off it.
ever.
From 1877 to 1886, the Wolves were blue and white.
Liam, let us know your thoughts.
Oh, wow.
Can't argue.
So really, is that
history.
actually your favourite Wolf shirt? That might actually be my favourite.
1883 to 1886 is my favourite Wolves shirt.
I think 1885 was my favourite,
I will say the Umbro 1980. I think it was like 78 to 80. It's got the Umbro, quite plain, classic sort of open collar. That one. But then it's got your Umbro.
It's just plain and simple, isn't it?
Plain and simple.
You've always been a closet dingle.
You are a closet dingle.
This is in response to Liam's question in the fairness and for our love of football kits. To answer his question.
Joe, now. This is what I've been waiting for.
There's only one that I like that's come up recently.
The Carling Cup winning kit.
So I'll try not to swear. God knows what year it was, but it's the one that Trevor Francis is famous for wearing, like solid blue and white stripe.
I know the one you're on about.
Badge in the middle, but otherwise...
Yeah, that's fine. There we go.
Expensive toilet paper.
In fairness, we've all done fairness.
Yeah, that one.
I feel like that's we've given him more than
We've given him an fair time, yeah.
Yeah, there we
What's
go.
yours, Sam?
I said the one with the classic Goodyear sponsor.
Yeah, Goodyear.
Yeah, the sponsor. That's all I'm thinking about.
I feel like itchy now.
I don't like the tyre one. I always think that's a grim kit.
I mean, we're missing the actual one that we all love for the Wolves. Was the new 70-year anniversary shirts.
Oh yeah,
that's my favourite.
Oh yeah, the
quality street to celebrate playing in floodlights because 70 years on.
Because the kit glows in the dark.
Yes. Have a word with yourself. It's embarrassing.
The most ridiculous release of a kit ever.
Ever.
What is a 70-year anniversary of anything? 10 years, fine. 50 years, fine.
Sometimes 75.
Yeah,
maybe 75.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind it every.
But the 70th
years.
anniversary of a game under some bright lights.
I cannot wait to do a video on that tomorrow. I forgot. That's what I'm doing tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm doing a video.
Is it hot or is it nuts?
I cannot wait. Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Dancing, man.
What's a shocker?
It's the opposite of hot, but
lovely blouse.
But it's not cold either. It's just horrid. Quality street wrapper.
This one's the last question of the night.
Oh.
These have been really enjoyable.
It's been fantastic.
Say, you can't beat this, and we will do more of these. I know I said it last time, but the sheer volume that have come in this time, I do actually kind of feel bad for a lot of people that sent in voice notes. So I will promise. I've said it already to all of you. I've saved your names. I've written them down. So we'll come back to it next time we do it.
Need to, because there's nothing worse than writing into shows and not getting shouted out.
Yes, don't worry about that. And the thing is, I've even spent.
There's a story there.
I was going to say, what?
No, it's not. I've just always thought that it's pointless because you never get shouted out on a big one, do you? I wouldn't have thought.
Two of you written.
You do sound like you've written.
I
have you been writing into the overlap?
I haven't. No, the overlap. Gary. I've just always thought it'd be a waste of time.
Have you been writing into Big Meeks?
Yes.
Who have you been writing into?
Big Meeks.
Why did you let us down at the Villa?
Well, that's like saying that's really sad mentality, that is, isn't it? That's like saying if you never try, you'll never learn.
Tell you what, it probably was. I bet it was when we were a kid. You had to pay like £2 to do something. My mum and dad went, "No, you ain't doing that. You won't get read out. You won't get read out."
I feel better for getting that off your chest, though. I think that might have been what it really was.
Bit of therapy. Safe haven.
And what I love about this one that's come in, Noah has sent this in because things have changed since we recorded this episode. So it's a Man United based question, and obviously everything's changed since we became owners.
Right and rosy.
So I think this is where he was going.
Onwards
with
and upwards since we've come in.
Yeah. So this is from Noah.
You're right, lads. Big fan of the pod. My question is, if you were taken over as the Man United manager, how would you fix the mess that is the current state of that club? Cheers. Good luck.
I like the laugh at the end. He said because obviously since we last did this, things have changed.
But we didn't come in as the manager, did we? We came in as the new owners.
Yeah.
As Winios.
Yeah. So now that we've got our man in,
winning Ineos,
we're becoming our man.
Sorry.
It's just great, isn't it?
Yeah, so obviously we've changed perspective. So yeah, what would you guys do?
I'd book Marcus Rashford the first taxi out of Carrington.
I wouldn't let him back in.
No,
you see him at the New York Knicks game.
Yeah,
with his fluffy hoodie.
Why is he not working hard somewhere back in Manchester?
He's watching basketball,
trying to get his form back.
Because he don't care.
Exactly. Get rid of him.
And we already
get Tom. I
was going to say
yes.
Said that, yeah.
McSauce
and give him the armband.
Yep.
The key to the castle.
Fix the leaky roof.
Well, that's not managed. We've done that already.
Yeah, we've already
done that. We've fixed that. That was the first thing we did. We were making a statement. We didn't knock the ground down in the end, did we? Or did we?
I wanted to and go to the Vodafone Arena.
Yeah, to get the fans back on side.
Get the fans back on side.
Yeah,
Vodafone Arena.
Yeah, make it like 10,000.
Get the real fans, like the ones that will do anything for the club.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So, anything else you can think of?
Just a striker who's a bit good. I ain't really bothered who, just a bit good.
Not Xerxes or Hoyland.
Yeah.
Absolutely not Xerxes.
Xerxes not even a striker, is he? What is he, 9.5?
Yeah, inverted striker.
Inverted 9.5.
Hybrid 10.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Hoyland's poops. Completely.
And I'd try and give a lad from the academy like free role in the team somehow. Like try and get him in so that everyone can get behind him like a proper Man United through and through lad.
Oh, I know. Do you remember the blonde one who came on against Liverpool?
Yes.
Just ran
Just that,
silly.
going
I'm not even
hard
sure
into tackles and stuff.
Oh, I'm going to find his name and we're going to make sure he starts.
Yes, I want
Make him poster boy, yeah. Make him...
What Rashford was?
Make him 76,000 Man United fans on that pitch.
Yeah. That's what I need, isn't it?
100%.
That's it. Toby Collier.
Yeah.
Do you remember him who came on and just absolutely ran? I don't think he was very good at all. He had his socks down low and just kept running. And as the game went, he pulled his socks up.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. He gets it. Yeah. I'm all for that.
I'm putting all my eggs in Toby's basket.
If you're that gaffer, you want to go knocking down Sporting's door at the end of the season and bring in your
Vic.
Yeah, Big Vic.
Exactly.
Times 2.
Exactly.
2.0.
You've seen it before. Managers have taken players with them.
But let that be the only player from Sporting, because Ten Hag did it and brought the whole of Ajax, and they were all useless.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, we'll give Gyökeres a go. We ain't paying more than 40 million for him though, because he can do it in Portugal and all of that. Whatever, bore me later.
Fabio Silva.
We'll pay 40, Portugal. Exactly. We'll pay 40 mil absolute max, and if he ain't doing it by, we signed him in January, yeah.
Yep.
If he ain't doing it by the summer transfer window, get rid.
I like it.
Because you'll make more than 40 million on him, even if he's rubbish.
Yeah, because he now comes with the
hype.
Manchester United brand.
Yep.
He's branded.
Okay, perfect. Well, there you go. Is there anything else anyone wants to talk about before we head off?
Yeah, when are we going to Guernsey?
I don't know. We need to speak. I need to speak to George. I can't believe I've never even thought of that. Do you have to fly to Guernsey? Can you,
ferry.
You can drive ferry.
You can.
Oh, can you? Oh, perfect.
Maybe you can arrange some travel for us.
Yeah, the admin at Guernsey can get us some
chartered flights for BucketHatSam. Talksball. Red carpet, please.
Addison Les.
Just playing a bit. I forgot my phone was on full loud then. I was trying to go back over to George then and start sending him a voice note, but instead there was one question that came in that was brilliant and that it's gone out of my mind, so I'm going to ask it on the next week's episode.
Okay.
Because it will come back to me in a minute.
Let's have a look at what you could do.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yes, I know what it is. I
good.
saw it now. Somebody asked this. So we titled a video saying football is back, and we were joking about things that we moments. You know when people say, "Oh, football's back," because off the back of it today, Ian Holloway said the reason why Swindon aren't winning is because the training ground's haunted.
Yes.
So somebody that got quoted and was like, "Football is back," and I saw somebody asked a question off the back of it saying, what is it? What's the one thing that you can think of where you instantly go, "Oh, football's back"? Like something like that. And I saw something like that, and I was like, somebody sent it in, but they didn't want it. They didn't send in a voice note.
Isak's header the other week.
Cross.
Beautiful, like
the Gordon cross.
in swinging cross. Yeah. Big
First
header.
time. How often do you see a cross coming within 2 touches?
And I loved Shearer's reaction to it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what a goal! Proper cross. It's like from the noughties.
He said, to quote him, it was, that cross was from the 90s.
Yes, that was it. Sorry. That cross was from the 90s. It's fantastic.
That cross was from the 90s!
I enjoyed that, and
That's
I thought,
unreal.
yeah, football's back.
I don't think I can beat that already. That's a good. That's a really good start.
Recency bias.
I love the fact that they sent the quote of that Ian Holloway thing. That's how I found out off the
Class.
back of that.
on ITV last night when they were going over the analysis of the match and Harwood Bellis's header and Roy Keane
phenomenal.
was talking about the fact that he's going out with his daughter, and he said something along the lines of, well, let's not get too comfortable. His feet aren't under the table yet. Things can change.
Things can change really quick in the Keane household.
And I don't often laugh out loud at analysis of football matches, but I laughed out very loud.
Funny.
That was. I saw the clip earlier on, so I was howling. It's
Class.
so good. It's the laugh. I think is it Ian
Ian
Wright in the
Wright, yeah,
background? You
yeah.
can hear him absolutely losing it, can't you? I'm trying to think of anything else I can think of off the top of my head. No, I can't think of anything now.
Colin Grant being West Brom's best player this season.
Yeah, football is back. Yeah.
Oh wow.
The Albion winning. Football is back.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Albion not drawing.
The Villa losing. Football is back.
Oh yeah.
Malumbi rolling around on the Wembley turf pretending he's been smashed in the face and rattling Harry Kane and Kyle Walker.
Okay, beautiful.
But not really.
Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And if you want to feature on the next time we do it, follow us on the BucketHatSam pod on Instagram and just drop us a message. Send your voice note whenever you want. People have already sent them in for next time, so trust me, we will do these more often because I've already promised more people than we did questions for this week, so we will have to do a lot more. But yeah, no, thoroughly enjoyed it. Do you agree? That was good.
Yes,
Yeah,
class.
very good.
And they're real people. They're not numbers on a screen. Like that.
Always enjoy
They were
them.
nice to us as well. Somebody even said they love the pod.
What on earth?
What on earth's going on?
Guernsey, Australia.
We're taking over,
BucketHatSam
boys.
goes global.
Taking over.
And Wolverhampton.
Boom.
I never knew you were so good at accents.
That's what you've done all day.
Yeah, I'm going to just send you an ASMR video later and do an Aussie accent, just whispering into the phone. 5-star reviews, guys, please.
Yes, please.
And we'll see you next week. Cheers.